It's looking for my connection.
Well, you can dance and sing because you're live for me.
Oh. She asked for reminders.
Aww.
Well,
That's okay.
Get it up. I already hit it. Hi,
Hi,
guys.
everybody. We're waiting for one more person to get their connection up. It's very bad connection here today.
Yeah.
You got it? Awesome. Okay, Lee Weber here with Lindy Stamp Gang. I'm going to show you really quick our brand new Magicals. Come take a look right here. Look how gorgeous they are. Look at these colors. Gorgeous. Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a spray bottle with just a little bit of water. Super simple. You can use alcohol if you'd like. You can use anything you want. These are dye based. I want to show you one of our coolest colors, the black. I know it sounds crazy, and the top has two different ends. One that you can dip a brush in, one that's more like a salt shaker.
Nice.
Okay. And then, did I wet it already? I think I did, right? And then we're just going to go ahead and just spray and watch this gorgeousness happen. In order for us, because it's a dye base, in order for us to make the black, all these colors have to be put into the mixer to create it, which is really amazing. And you can go ahead and heat set that or let it just pool and do its thing until it's dry. Now the mica that's in here, all of our shakers have the mica in it, will settle to the top. So at the end you will have a beautiful shimmer if you like. Now I'm going to move that off to the side. Let's say that you just want the black and you just want to use it like a paint. Then you can just go ahead and use it in a little, just going to put it in a little container so that it's easy. I'm going to use the bigger end and I'm just going to dump a tiny bit. Can you guys see how little that is? Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my sprayer. You don't need much. And then I'm just going to take my paintbrush. And then now, oh, that's a very piddly paintbrush over here.
There isn't much water in there.
Not much water in here. Or, there we go. And then we can go ahead and paint. Right? So we can use it as a watercolor. If you wanted to dilute it, right, and you just wanted more water and less, then you can, right? And you can continue pulling the color and creating a gradient, right?
It makes a very good black.
It's a beautiful black.
Yep.
Yeah. So I know it's a boring color, but actually it's quite lovely if you look at that. That's a gorgeous background. Mm-hmm. Now, the beautiful thing, when we created these, we really wanted to have a primary kind of set for people to be able to play with. So we definitely created colors that you could mix to create even more colors than what's here. So for those that are really, really creative and want more colors, then certainly the creative ability is there. Mm-hmm. Right? So
how many colors are there?
For the Magicals, how many do we have? 20?
20 in the individual colors. Hi. And then we have 12 sets where you buy them that match the sprays. And those each have 5 colors in them. So that's another, what is that math-wise? 12, no, I said 20 times 5, another 100 colors.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Magicals look like this.
Okay. So they come in two forms. There's the ones that are in the shaker that are the easy ones to use. No muss. Thank you. No muss, no fuss. And then they also come in a tub where it's the same product, different colors, but a different container.
And the ones in the tubs match the sprays.
And they match the sprays.
So if you like to have matching, that's a good way to go.
Okay.
The ones that are in this format are their own color.
Okay.
Their own baby.
Okay. So now, tell us a little bit about how these are different than something they might already have.
Okay, great. And that is a great question. What's out there right now is there's nothing out there that is dye-based. Everything is either watercolor based or some version of a crystal base, which is still a watercolor. Okay, so that means it's not permanent. So every time that some sort of liquid touches it, it will rehydrate in some sort of way. Maybe not, it won't lift up all the way, but it will lift up. Whereas ours is permanent. It'll dye, it'll stain, and you can even use it on textiles, which is pretty amazing. So that's awesome. That's huge, right?
And so it won't wash out?
It won't wash out. And the
vibrant
the shimmer
might.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because you're melting, I guess, a gum or whatever, you know.
It doesn't adhere to the
It doesn't adhere to the fabric, right?
The micas will wash out.
Right.
But the color will not.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so you can create such beautiful like, you know, messenger bags, and we did have a class before with the messenger bags or aprons or whatever you can think, t-shirts, tie-dye, like, you know, you know, the possibilities are quite endless in
Ribbon.
regards to ribbon, right? For those crafters that like
Yep.
ribbon.
Yep.
You know, I used to make my little girls headbands with, you know, flowers on them and things like that, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of the difference.
Perfect.
Is there another
Okay.
difference? The vibrancy. Actually, the vibrancy is, I think, something that's really unique to Lindy's, and it's probably because it's a dye base.
You want to see maybe purple?
And they're super versatile because you can add them to anything. Did you
I was
already
going to say,
that?
so you've
I have
added them
not.
to water. So what
I've
other
added them
things
to
can you
water.
add them to? And
So
use?
this is alcohol. So I've added, and you can see the tubs here. They have alcohol.
rubbing alcohol.
It's rubbing
Just a
alcohol.
high
Yeah.
percentage
It
rubbing
doesn't even
alcohol?
have to be that high. These are all done in 70%,
Yeah.
but 90 does great too.
Of course.
And you can mix it with water
So
then
you make
too,
your
if you
own
kinda
alcohol
want
inks
both.
in whatever
Yes.
colors you
Yeah,
want.
Okay.
whatever color.
Your
you
own
want.
very
And you
And
can
this
literally
is on Yupo.
It's photo paper.
Oh, it's on
Costco
photo
photo
Do you
paper.
want to do one? Do you want to driplet
okay.
one?
Sure. Why
Yeah.
don't I driplet one? I will driplet.
Do a little driplet.
I
And
will driplet
these
for
little
you.
babies will go a lot farther than those little alcohol bottles you
Let
girls
me
been
show
buying.
you actually how full they are. I mean, I know we've used them.
Well,
all
and I
week,
have,
but-
before you open it, because it's not going to be as exciting, but we
Well, it's
fill
full.
them, we hand fill them in Washington State. And
Washington.
yay! When they ship, I'm going to speak English here in a minute. When they ship, they start to settle because we actually use what looks like a big ketchup bottle to fill these. So they do settle in shipping, but you just kind of shake them up a little bit to kind of get them fluffy because they do go forever. Otherwise, you'll get
I just
really
want to show you.
concentrated.
This is
Okay.
how little you need. Like
Very
this
little.
bottle will last you 20 years if you use this little every time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's the beauty of it. They're already, you know.
Oh, I thought you were mixing that one.
No, just that's just for show. That's just for show. For show. Oh, I don't know what happened.
It's-
For show.
It's like
yeah,
the
where's your
cupcakes in
dropper?
the
What happened to it? Did we lose it
cupcake
again?
display. You can't actually eat those ones.
Oh,
Hi, Stephanie.
okay then.
Driplet, just drippy with the.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drip. You know what, you guys? You're gonna get
the pipette's missing.
the pipette went.
Okay.
It went walking, like everything else.
Yeah.
The show seems
It
like.
decided to retire for the day.
Well, this method works too.
Why not?
Why not?
Pouring method?
I decided.
Pouring is hot.
Pouring is hot.
Ooh, look at the
And-
shimmer in those.
The shimmer is crazy. I know
Very
it's
pretty.
probably really hard to see. I'm pouring
I
a
don't
lot.
know if you guys can see that on
I'm,
the thing.
I'm really
but
pouring a lot. I know.
So start dripping.
I know. You can kind of see the. You know what? Let's move it around just a little bit so that it starts to. What I like about it is depending on the alcohol percentage that you use and how much alcohol you use, you have a little bit what I like to call wiggle time with them to create the alcohol effects. Which sometimes with alcohol it'll just evaporate so quickly you don't even have time to play. But really at the end, this is what it ends up looking
Now it's
like.
going to start dabbing
Yeah.
off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean I poured a ton obviously because I didn't have my pipette. But,
Yeah. Okay.
And what's cool is that with the photo paper, I like to do this, but as it's drying, I like to do this cracking effect where you start to just bend. I mean, it's dry now, so I won't do it anymore. But you
As
can
it's drying, you
as
do
it's
that.
drying, you can crack and then create this beautiful crackling effect,
Ooh, neat.
which is kind of fun.
Cool.
So the Yupo paper won't do that, but and
photo
my
paper.
own the only photo paper I like, if to be honest, is the photo paper from Costco. The glossy photo from Costco.
Kirkland brand.
Kirkland brand. It's the only one that works just as well as Yupo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Did you seal these ones? These ones are so pretty.
Yeah.
Did you
so I
seal
made
them?
Those, yeah. Well, I didn't seal them, but I put an epoxy over them.
Oh, okay.
Just because I like to work with epoxy.
Okay.
And it really pulls that color out. It makes it
But
super
the only
Okay.
thing that you'll notice is that the shimmer doesn't pop through.
Ah, it does not.
Because
I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is really, really amazing. So, okay, so we've covered those. Have we covered those?
we've covered those.
Okay.
And then you can mix them in anything. You can put them in
Oh,
modeling
right,
case.
right.
You can put them
Okay.
in gels.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
let's show
You can
that
make an
right here.
acrylic paint out of them if you put them with a glaze.
That's very
Oh,
nice.
nice.
So that's mixing the powders, as you saw in the powder form, with something like, a gel medium or
Okay.
crackle paste, whatever you can think of that is
Because they're
brand.
dye-based,
They're dye-based. They will dye anything.
and they'll stay pretty intense.
You just
color.
you really mix them around so they can dissolve in there.
And so what I did is I mixed, for example, just to give you, I mixed in with so many different textures and put it on this piece of birch panel. But then here I was able to just use a little bit of alcohol with the paint or water to go over the top once I've already done that. So it layers beautifully without mudding up, which is a big deal. But see, otherwise, if this wasn't permanent, if these dyes weren't permanent, this would have lifted and I would have never been able to get that kind of color.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay. So, are you going to carry the sprays? The sprays are going to be new for us.
Okay, great.
And we're going to bring them in. So
Great.
could you give us a little rundown on those?
Absolutely. So let me move this off to the side or into the garbage.
Ah.
You can have that one. You can take that back. All right. Okay, so let's do the sprays for a moment. Now, just get ready for serious vibrancy, okay? So, let's do what set?
We're ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Zoomed in on the white rectangle.
Okay.
Let the magic happen.
Dun,
To
dun, dun,
begin.
dun.
Woohoo! So, let's do two different.
Now the sprays come dry, right?
They come dry,
Okay.
which look like, that look like this. Right? So you can see the powder is right on the bottom.
And they just add water.
Yeah, and the instructions are right
Okay.
there, so you don't even have to worry about remembering what the instructions are. And here's the fill line.
Okay.
Perfect.
Easy.
And I did one of these at the store. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, and you don't even have to worry about it being warm water. We always say warm water just because some people have like super cold water, and it's like it's harder for the
Stuff to
binder
melt.
to dissolve.
Yeah.
But honestly, it just takes a few minutes.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use two colors, otherwise we're getting crazy. This is our top seller. It's called Tibetan Poppy Tail. So once you fill it for the first time, what you want to do is you want to ensure that the mica is out of the bottom. So you shake, shake, shake. You do not have to do some weird dance or pray to anyone for it to work.
The swirl.
Or the swirl or anything. It'll just work. Now, if for the first time you always want to, sometimes
Ready to
you have
go.
to take the air out, like it has to go through and then it's ready to go. But the vibrancy is crazy, and it's very misty versus, and the closer you get, the more vibrant. The further away, you'll get more of that kind of effect, right?
Yep.
It just depends. And then, we'll just do another color, and then we'll mix.
So what color is this one that we just put in?
So we
kinda
put
like a
Tibetan
peacock.
Poppy Tail, and then we did Ponderosa Pines Olives. So it does have a gold shimmer in it. So let me
yeah,
dry
it's
it up so that
really
you guys
pretty.
can see it together. It's stunning. As it dries, and one of the things that I love is if you let it sit, it'll dry flat. And what I mean by that, I'm going to show you what it means not to dry it flat. So flat means that there's no rivers and valleys that kind of get created, but with the heat gun, you get the most beautiful effects if you like to
If you
create
let it-
backgrounds.
So do you find that it dries differently than if you just let it air dry?
Yes, it will. It'll be more of a flat, like blended look. But if you do the heat gun, you'll get these cool river valleys that happen because of the mica.
Ah.
But it's really funky. I love that. And see, kind of like these little rivers and valleys. Yeah. Some colors have a little bit more than another, but these are like total mermaid colors.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Since everybody's into mermaids lately.
That's hot.
Mermaids, unicorns, what else? Donuts.
Well, donuts, they're timeless, really.
They're timeless. But look how gorgeous this I mean, come on.
Look at that shimmer.
That's amazing.
Isn't that
Yes.
gorgeous?
Tons of
But you see
shimmer.
the rivers and valleys that I'm talking about? It'll be more prominent in
With the
some
heat tool?
colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
and depending on the Okay. So that's the sprays. Now, just to caution, right? People ask me, can I put alcohol in the sprays instead of water? Absolutely. Wear a mask though, because it's extremely dangerous for your lungs to inhale alcohol. So I just want to warn people because not enough people say that. I hear a lot of people in the industry say, yeah, you can add alcohol to all our stuff, but then
Yeah. Okay.
very dangerous.
Okay.
Yep.
So is there anything else? Could you maybe show us this through a stencil?
You bet. I will absolutely do that. I'm just going to wipe my messy table, and we'll do a different color just to make it
So we can see.
Yeah.
This is so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Look at that.
The shine and the shimmer and that's amazing.
I love the gold under there. Yep.
Stunning, right?
Gives it like a two-tone.
Yeah.
Let's do it fun. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's pick a different color. Let's do. How about a flat color? So we have what's called flat Fabios, for those of you that don't like shimmers. So I created, this is from my neon graffiti set. So it's all like,
Bright.
it's bright and it's got the white and the black.
Oh,
So it's beautiful. People love that set. That is hot. So spray. Lift.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So it's really not
Easy
that hard.
peasy.
It's not that hard,
Yep.
and it's very misty versus globby.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
you see that, right?
Yeah.
Like there's very, very fine mist. So you won't have to worry about getting globs for those people that, really hate the globby stuff.
Yeah.
I love it because I'm a mixed media artist, so the globbier the better. But not everybody does. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
And I find that the ones that have the mica are even mistier for some reason.
Oh, that's
So,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else we need to know about, or you think we've covered the?
We've covered
the
some.
basics?
Now, I don't know if you guys will be carrying our embossing powders, but we have, I think it's 202 or something like
Oh,
Wow.
that.
That's a lot.
And they're two-toned.
Whoa!
Ooh, look at that.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
You don't get that shimmer.
I
out of
haven't
anything.
seen those. Mm-mm.
I will show
So we might be carrying their embossing powders.
They are.
What do you girls think? Should we pick up the powders?
Yeah.
Come on,
That
give
is
us some
stunning.
hearts.
That looks like a
Some
chrome.
love.
So
That's
fine. What did Tracy do
amazing.
with them? Oh, here it is.
Wow.
Do you want me to do a quick little sample for you?
Yeah.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Let's do it. Just for fun. Just because we can.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, just cleaning off. Otherwise, we're going to get purple or pink everywhere. All right, so here's a little technique that I like to do. And I'm going to take...
I got a lot of hearts rolling in. They're liking the
Oh,
embossing powder.
nice.
Yeah,
Lots of hearts.
Lots of hearts. So I'm going to take this guy. I'm not going to put any Versamark or anything, okay? Just to do that technique that I just showed you.
Just pouring the powder on directly.
Yeah, but do you guys see how fine it is?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you guys
Wow,
can
it's
see
beautiful
that.
just like
It's like
that.
powdered sugar.
It's like powdered sugar. I don't think anybody has our... And we use makeup grade mica. So
Okay.
it's extremely fine, right? And high quality too. So that's why you get that kind of shine that I don't think anybody has.
I don't think I've seen that before, no.
So watch it melt.
Whoa,
There it goes.
look
there
at
it
that.
Goes. There it goes.
Hi, Stephanie. I have two Stephanies.
Look at that. It's like molten lava.
Ooh, look at the light hitting that.
Wow.
And then I like to do this, for whatever reason we found that here, because it's so dry, we're in the desert, sometimes the stamps get stuck, but we've never had that happen on a show before. But it's happened twice to us. But, and there.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that
Oh,
gorgeous?
that's
So you can
fun.
create the most awesome seal.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Nice.
custom little wax seals.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So that's
Oh,
our embossing powder.
Can't wait for you to stock them. Hi, Mary. They'll ship fast, too, because they're only in Eastern Washington.
That's right. We could drive them there. What else can I tell you? Do you guys want to see how they mix into a medium?
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's do that, just so that people can get used to that, and how much you need. So let's use a whip spackle, which is essentially a, what do you call it? A modeling paste, a light modeling paste.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit, because we're just using a sample. What's your favorite color, guys?
I don't know
Yeah.
about blues, but I like teacup. Let's go with that one.
You guys
Yeah.
like the teals.
We
Everybody's
do.
like the
I
teals.
like cool tones.
This is my
I know,
color. I made
Stephanie.
that color.
Wasn't that a cool technique?
So I'm just adding a little bit. Do you see how little I
Yeah.
just added, you
Oh,
guys?
very little.
Now, you can add more if you want to, depending on how intense you want it. It looks unassuming until you mix it in with your paste.
That will
And-
last you a lifetime.
Oh my gosh. It's just so much, right? And, it just keeps going because it's a dye. So my recommendation for all of you that like to use this kind of stuff, just make sure you add little bits at a time instead of adding a lot. Otherwise, you're going to get a crazy intense color and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I just wasted half a bottle.
And I have enough to paint the side of the house.
Yeah,
When that stuff dries, does the color stay that same color? Or does it lighten a little bit?
It depends. So something like whipped spackle or light modeling paste has already white. It's not chalk. It's essentially like chalk in it. So it'll be as opaque as this, right?
Okay.
Now, gel medium is different because it's clear when it's dry.
Right.
So the color will be even more intense.
Oh, okay.
When it's dry.
Okay.
Makes sense? So even though if you look at a gel medium, it looks white.
Right.
But when gel medium dries, it's clear. So
that one might take a little bit of practice to figure out your color intensity.
Totally. But
Yeah.
honestly, that's why I always say
the practice
start
is the
little,
fun part.
That's exactly it. And because you only need so little to start with anyway, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's not like you'll be wasting it. And do you guys see the little speckles right there? It just means it's not fully dissolved. However, what's kind of cool about it is, do you guys remember like this little fun number over here?
Yeah.
You can kind of create that with the modeling paste too if you don't blend it all the way. So it really is versatile in the aspect of you can create so many different effects depending on how you play with it. And then again, you take any stencil, and we need another piece of paper, and you put it right through. It's got a little pink in there right now, but you know.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Adds to it.
Pink and blue.
Yeah.
If I can lift. There you go. Ooh, oh, look at that cool little purple on.
Oh yeah, left over from the spray.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
really
really
cool.
easy to use.
That's
Very
an intense color.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
cow.
awesome. You don't get that from
Yeah.
any other paste out on the market.
No.
Yeah.
Make your own.
Make your own. You can
Yep.
use whatever brand of paste you want. It doesn't matter what you use. It's whatever your favorite one is.
Yep.
But then you can mix your own colors. It's like your own chemistry
Awesome.
lab.
Awesome.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think that's it for now.
Okay.
There's
well,
more
thank
tricks.
you. Yes, I'm sure. This will get us started.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're so welcome, you guys.
This was great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.